Sinner.
Pals!
I never asked you, have you seen any trailers to this? I haven't seen anything to this at all.
I did look at the trailer because I knew I wanted to watch this. I love Dune, and I'm really excited to dive into the world of Dune again, but from what I understand, I don't think this has any bearing on the movies. This is like its own separate thing.
Okay. What's up, y'all? We're watching Dune Prophecy. Here we go.
Victory is celebrated in the lights. Ah, I knew there was going to be some sort of light and darkness. Yeah, because people are pulling strings.
When humans rose up against the thinking machines that had enslaved them.
Wow, we're coming out strong. Look at that.
Wow.
History says it was an Atreides who led them to victory.
Atreides.
That looks great. This is spectacular. What a shot.
While my great-grandfather deserted the fight, war ended and all thinking machine technology was banned. History branded my family cowards, and so we were banished to a desolate world.
Max spent their money, dude.
They did.
that was some nice effects.
But the history the Atreides wrote was spun out of lies, and I would set out to change it.
Okay.
So the rivalry runs deep. Oh, I got chills.
So I broke free from the past and chose a new family. Women unafraid of their power.
Okay.
I love it.
The future's female, bitches.
The first Mother Superior, Raquella Berto Anero, a hero during the wars. She trained sisters to work as truth-sayers. Assigned to the great houses to help them sift truth from lies.
And that's how you get control.
Together, they would form a network of influence throughout the Imperium.
The original influencers.
I feel like I need to rewatch this opening like 8 times. There's so much history here.
Those who held power were inherently driven by violence and greed. They required more than just guidance. They required transformation.
Okay.
Oh.
Mother Raquella embarked on a secret project. She wanted to breed better leaders.
Yeah.
She amassed a vast genetic archive to foster the right royal unions and cultivate rulers we could control.
This is some deep conspiracy shit, dude.
Zealots among us would view this breeding as heresy, but Mother Superior knew I shared her vision.
So she becomes the new Mother Superior?
And I would stop at nothing to carry it out.
Oh, cool.
In her final moments, she called for me.
It has to be you.
This feels like the beginning of Shogun.
It's me, Dorothea, Valya Harkonnen.
Oh. Oh, no.
Oh, does that make her angry?
I don't know.
Is
It's
there
like,
jealousy?
is that a future enemy or ally? Wow. That is stunning.
Super fun and super culty.
These prayers won't help her. What is she doing here?
Oh.
Oh, disregard for religion?
Oh, is that the idea there?
It's coming to her fails.
Oh, that was some trippy editing.
Oh, that's cool. Dang. That's a biggie.
Whoa, it's leveling everything.
Oh my god.
Ugh.
Oh shit.
You will be the one to see the burning truth.
Oh.
And know.
Know what? Just know?
Know what to do. Know the path.
From what I saw in Raquella's eyes, I believe one is coming for us. We have to prepare by putting one of ours on the throne.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
The first Empress to rule the Imperium, one loyal to us.
Dorothea will never agree.
She has to, Kasha. It's the only thing that ensures our protection.
Come on, Kasha.
So who's it gonna be?
Mother Raquella always said we could not be split in our purpose.
I just love watching like the different rituals and culture.
Factions in the Sisterhood would only weaken our order.
Yeah, they have to be united. It's totally gonna get split though.
Mother Raquella urged us to use every tool.
Humility is the foundation of our virtues.
No, she doesn't like you.
Yeah.
The mind of man.
Well, it's like you said, a divide.
Yeah.
Mind of man is holy. Thou shalt not disfigure the soul.
Thou
fire shall not disfigure the soul.
Oh, we already see who's on her side and who's not.
Adversity always lies in the path of advancement.
That's true.
Yeah.
Most would run from it. I would walk through it. That is why Mother Rakella chose me to lead.
Right now, this is feeling more Game of Thronesy, but like Game of Thrones and Dune.
Game of Thrones was heavily influenced by Dune.
Oh, that makes sense.
I see you wasted no time stepping in.
What are you doing?
What should have been done long ago.
What? Dorothea?
What do you see? What do you see?
What's she gonna do?
Oh, it's behind the painting.
Why do you need access to the breeding index?
Yeah.
So I can return the Sisterhood to its values.
Oh, you're a fundamentalist?
We must create the path and lead others to it. We're the only ones who can.
Ever since you arrived, you and your sister Tula, you've thought too highly of yourself.
Oh, shit. Oh, them's fighting words.
Yeah.
You heard what she said. You swore to use every tool.
Because I did not want to fight with her on her deathbed.
That's fair. I get that.
I honor my grandmother, but this great work of hers must be destroyed.
Oh, my goodness.
You can't let that happen.
Dorothea!
Ah, shit.
I saw that.
Can we have a voice battle?
She's super powerful.
Yeah. What? Shit.
A new skill I've been honing.
Oh, she only knows how to do it?
One I'd hoped to share with you.
But not anymore.
And I will.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
If you bend.
Oh,
Dang.
I will never
No, yeah.
bend
Oh,
to
shit.
you, Valya Harkonnen.
She's gonna blow your head up.
Yeah, you're dead.
Then take out your blade.
Oh, my gosh.
Don't mess with Harkonnen.
Dang.
Dang.
Who saw that? Who are the witnesses?
Her friends?
Oh, shit. Okay.
Well, you're in power now.
Sisterhood above all.
Whoa. Let me guess. The blood flows into the clean water, a symbol of contamination, of purity.
Close, but no dice.
Yeah, no dice this time.
But I mean, you're looking at the juxtaposition of blood and clean water. But where's Kasha?
Why are you obsessed with her?
I don't know. Just because she said her name.
She has to, Kasha.
Wow.
Oh.
Holy
So
Toledo.
it took them 10,000 years to reach the culmination of the breeding program. That's a lot of patience and vision. I wonder what the significance of the reflections are, because it is a pretty strong motif that they're using right now.
Maybe it just looks cool.
Symbolism.
House Svarric and House Kamali have
Maybe it's
put in
duality.
requests for a truthsayer, and House Harkonnen has put in a fourth request. Mm-hmm. Mother Superior Valya.
Yes, to House Varric. Kamali will have to wait. And you can tell House Harkonnen no for a fourth time.
No. Wow. Why is she purposefully denying her own house? To not show favoritism, perhaps?
I'm just trying to keep up right now. Interesting choice in music, by the way.
Yeah.
It's different from the movie.
That's the princess's half-brother.
Oh, hello.
He has no claim to the throne.
But he's handsome.
Man with no purpose devises only mischief.
Dang, take
She's
a picture,
like-
lady. There we go. She seems relieved.
Yeah.
Human beings rely on lies to survive. We lie to our enemies. We lie to our friends. We lie to ourselves.
Facts.
Lying is among the most sophisticated tasks a brain can perform.
Really?
For most of us, we don't like to lie.
Unless your name is Achara.
It's clear you have a grasp of theory, but application is what distinguishes a sister. Tomorrow you will be tested on your progress. Class is dismissed.
She's like, I wasn't done with them.
Good news, little sister. This time next week she'll be ours.
Oh.
The plan is working. Okay. We're getting to see a lot more home worlds.
Uh-huh.
Cool.
Brutal! Brutal!
The slow knife penetrates the shield. He would never hit her. He wants to kiss her.
Oh, okay.
Now we kiss.
Yes, they can lie, but this will tell you.
He's being handsy.
Yeah.
Unhand the princess! Filthy scum. Princess?
You want to see?
Mm-hmm.
Shields up. Let's go.
As a royal wedding present,
That one looked more playful.
House Richese gifts the House of Corrino a newly built fleet of ballista motherships.
Mark Strong.
Emperor Corrino has reviewed House Richese's proposal and finds the terms to be acceptable.
A fleet that will know no equal.
Your issues on Arrakis will be a thing of the past, and spice will flow.
It occurred to me that having our own wing in the palace might smooth the transition.
That wasn't part of the arrangement.
Your Majesty, I'm sorry to be frank, but your issues on Arrakis aren't going away. Not without my ships to protect the harvest from Fremen attacks.
What are we communicating, ladies?
And I do it spectacularly well. Your admirals know Richese's ships are superior to all others.
Chill, sister.
I heard you lost another excavator and a whole regiment. Would you let this small ask derail our entire agreement?
Oh, it's like that, is it?
Very well, you have a deal.
See you at the engagement ceremony.
Your mind and body must be within your control. Only then can you discern the truth.
I would love this type of training.
Are they naked? Oh no. They're just wearing tan clothes. Yo, this is like Navy SEAL training.
Yeah.
This is so brutal.
They're hardcore. Little did we know.
Oh.
Exactly what Jessica had to go through.
Oh.
Dang, brutal.
Brutal.
Her words are true, but her intent is to deceive.
He lies. This man is a liar. Honestly, these were the best you could find.
Oh, dang. That's some ego.
Yeah.
If you think it's so simple to deceive, sister, tell us, why are you here?
My story. When I was a child, my mother and father sold me to a man who made his money peddling the flesh of children.
Dang.
That's nasty.
But I bided my time until he got sloppy with his knives. I slit his throat in his sleep.
She's hard.
That's hardcore.
Then I went home
And killed her parents.
and did the same to my parents.
Yeah, don't mess with that bitch.
And she laughed it off. Oh my goodness.
On your faces.
Oh, she's lying? Wait, or was that the truth?
We don't know. Oh, is that just for show?
Oh, the little one's like, you don't scare me. I see through you.
This is my tradition. I wore this when I first met your father. He was a stranger to me, too. The veil belonged to my mother, made by the wanderers of Harmonthep.
Very unstated.
It's a symbol of strength, something I wish you'd show a little more of.
The Sisterhood will teach me skills that will aid in my leadership.
This arrangement isn't what I wanted.
I hear Pruitt Richese is quite charming.
The boy is 9.
Every year before he comes of age is mine to do with what I will. I'd make him younger if I could.
Dang.
You took my counsel, you'd rule how you want and marry who you want. I see the way you look at our new sword master.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
I'm getting what I want.
Everybody sees it.
She doesn't have to be married to him in order
You're not
to,
the only one
you know.
who knows how to negotiate.
Oh. Okay.
All right.
Reverend Mother Kasha,
Swordmaster.
What is
Swordmaster
it, Lord?
handsome.
there's a soldier here from Arrakis. Can't you deal with it? It's Desmond Hart, sir. He survived.
Oh, you plan to kill him and he survived, or what?
It's an honor. 12 tours of Arrakis when few last more than one. We heard your regiment was wiped out in a Fremen attack. Harvester, transports, everything.
That is why I've come. Because I'm the only one that can tell you the truth.
Okay.
Okay, well, she'll know.
The attack on Arrakis. It wasn't Fremen.
It was.
They were insurgents from your own allied worlds. The equipment they use was from off-planet.
Is he being manipulated to say this?
I don't know.
Once a harvester ejected his payload of spice, their ship collected it.
It was theft.
She's trying to discern if he's telling the truth.
Gotcha.
His story is true, Your Majesty.
Oh.
Or at least he believes it to be.
Then why wasn't I informed?
It must be an isolated incident.
He looks tricksy, though.
I think that's the point.
You've been long
the uncertainty.
on Arrakis. I imagine you're eager for some leave.
Actually, Your Majesty, I was hoping that I could get an assignment here at the palace.
Straightforward.
I'm sure we can find something suitable for a man of your talents.
Definitely says.
In the meantime,
He looks weird.
we're about to have quite a party.
Please come.
Join us.
Why? No.
It's a great honor.
He needs a debrief. Like,
Look at, yeah, there's something about him that's off.
well, he knows how to get past her, like, scrutiny.
Well, it's like she said, right? He believes he's telling the truth.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know. If you're a really good actor,
He's got Heaven's Gate eyes going on. I saw him just like, something's off with that dude.
Yeah. What is she seeing? Oh, that's not a good omen. Like an eye. Oh.
What a trip, dude.
Dang.
Oh, being swallowed. Looked like she's being swallowed by a worm at the end of that.
Yeah.
I came to say goodbye.
Kasha, what's wrong?
She's scared.
Remember the day my sisters and I found you? We had no way of knowing what we would discover. A child held captive for years. But the moment I saw you, I knew that one day you would lead our Imperium to a better future.
Okay.
I'll be back soon.
Will you? Feels like goodbye forever.
Yeah. She's like, this feels weird. Why'd you come in my room in like the middle of the night?
Look, I had a dream where I was being swallowed by a worm. It wasn't good.
Kasha's going to miss the engagement ceremony, but she says she'll be back for the wedding.
Oh, thank the stars. What would we possibly do without her?
What choice do I have? Our marriage may have joined the Imperium. It didn't cement it.
Stop parroting her words back at me. I know exactly what our marriage did. I brokered it.
Okay.
Stop fighting this wedding, Natalya. That boy comes with a fleet of fighters, which I need for Arrakis.
It's all about alliances.
There was a time when you took my views seriously. The Imperium was the stronger for it.
Oh.
Yes, well, you and I, we remember things differently.
Oh. Oh.
Huh.
That's interesting. Ouch.
Need to get dressed. It's time.
I wouldn't have known she was upset with him had he not said, I know you're angry with me.
Yeah.
Emmeline performed well, and it might be wise to pair the princess with someone outside royal circles.
Next. She reeks of piety.
We operate across worlds of all dispositions.
Our aim is not to broaden the princess's worldview, it's to adhere her to our own.
Yep.
The
Control.
sisterhoods, you mean?
Are they going to pair her with the scary one?
Acolyte bonds are forged in fire. They last a lifetime. Emmeline is a bad influence.
Jen has bite.
Oh, the little one?
I need to see her photo. Okay.
Oh, no.
She'll go far. If she can be tamed.
She the one that was telling that story?
I think so.
Reminds me of someone else I know.
Oh, gosh.
When was I ever tamed?
Never. If you asked our mother.
Well, I think the princess would like her, but she's too independent a thinker. We need to pair Inez with someone we can trust to keep her
That
in
small,
line.
quiet one.
That's what I was thinking.
She won't be under Kasha's influence much longer.
Well, Theodosia. She has reason to be loyal to us.
Oh, okay.
She excels in her studies. She is uniquely useful. Oh, don't dissemble, sister. You're only hard on her because she's your favorite.
Well, your favorite's like a lamb lost in the woods.
Yeah.
That one.
That one.
Lila is a true empath. And given her lineage, she will be a natural-born truth-sayer.
Her lineage.
She needs to be nurtured.
Weakness is not something to nurture.
She's not weak.
She is young. She's afraid. She's in awe of you. And in time, she'll grow all those hard layers that you measure worth by.
What matters most is what's underneath those hard layers.
What we got?
A ship arriving. She's come to convey her vision.
Yeah. It seems important.
They didn't have Skype back then.
Whatever trepidation you're feeling.
It's not trepidation. What I saw was no ordinary nightmare. The fear I felt. You don't know Nez like I do. You forget I'm the one who bonded with her since she was a child. Who deflects the Empress's interference. Who assuages the Emperor's fears even as we weaken him on Iraq.
Oh, they did it.
And what if this plan of yours causes the very thing we seek to prevent?
I'm the one that Raquel asked for as she lay dying. I think I know what she wanted.
But do you see it?
But tomorrow you must return to Seleucus Secundus. Nothing is more important than your work there. A sister on the throne, that's what we agreed.
Kasha seems like emotional more than the sisters usually are.
This wedding will proceed.
This plan to put a sister on the throne is Valya's plan.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't the old Mother Superior's plan.
No, but the old Mother Superior is like, you're going to know what to do. And she's like, well, I know what to do. Put someone on the throne.
Your Majesty, may I present to you my son and the future of your royal line, Lord Pruitt Richese.
The mum looks disgusted.
May the Richese seed find purchase in royal wombs.
He's studying him like a specimen.
Yeah. But if she needs to take 10 years to study, or he needs to take 10 years to mature, or whatever, then as soon as she gets out, she has to start popping babies, like, right away.
And she'll probably fall in love with someone else along the way.
Well, she's already, at least infatuated with her sword master.
If Kasha believes something is wrong, the least we can do is our due diligence.
That's fair.
I heard what she said. And then I dismissed her. It's so unlike her to abandon her post at this precarious time.
That's exactly my point. Why not just check the match?
Yeah. Can you check the match?
Oh, boy.
Oh, my goodness. He's so small.
I feel so awkward in her position.
So what do? You don't actually have to speak. Father says this is just a formality.
Damn. Okay. Child.
That actually shows us a lot.
Oh. Yeah, in the vision it was like rotten, so...
But this tells us a lot about who he's going to be. Look at that. He's feisty.
He's
a punk.
Feisty little boy.
He's going to be aggressive, isn't he?
Okay.
Okay. Yeah,
he's like, what have I done?
Something's weird.
For a massive fleet, what have I done? Yeah, this boy looks small and innocent, but there's definitely something about him.
Well, what that scene shows us is that he was in control.
Yeah.
He told her, to be quiet. He fed himself and fed her.
What do you have there?
Nothing.
Come on now.
Your intent is to deceive.
You're not a truth sayer.
Not yet.
She will
but
be.
I know a liar when I see one.
Oh.
Whoa.
Oh, we're not allowed that. Artificial intelligence? No. Shit. Oh.
Dang. He's the one that caught it?
Yep. Oh my god, Mr. Crazy Eyes.
Aren't you a snake in the grass? He came in handy.
That technology is forbidden! Princess Inez, step aside.
Oh, okay. She's gonna protect her future husband.
And tell me you're all afraid of a little toy.
Afraid? You exist because House Corrino defeated thinking machines.
She's not one to mind her tongue at all.
No.
Don't let this ruin our celebration.
Sir, you need to calm down. But he has power.
He's between a rock and a hard place, though.
Yeah.
Let us, for now, overlook this transgression.
You and the wife are going to have some words, though.
Yep. You need to say the toy needs to be destroyed.
Oh, she did not like that.
No.
She did not like that at all. Gosh, Gosh, how do his people feel about this?
Because he's making an exception. Everyone has to follow the rules. Otherwise, then everyone's like, okay, well, I guess we can have thinking machines now. Is it dead, though? It's dead. Okay.
Oh, interesting.
Thank you, Nez.
Interesting.
Once our marriage goes through, you pull something like that again and I'll stab you myself.
Oh,
Shit. I'll get rid of that thing.
Oh my God.
Damn.
Well, she took control.
I checked the genetic archive. Inez is the right choice. And this is the match that stabilizes the Corrino line for centuries. Kasha shouldn't spend some time here with us on Warlock 9.
Kasha may be wrong about the wedding, but no one is closer to the Emperor. We need her influence. You can't keep picking pieces off the board just because they disagree with you.
Yeah.
If you want to protect her, Tula, get her head straight.
After all our training, the princess will just stroll in here as an acolyte. How's that fair? She's a princess. She's never known fair.
That's a good response.
Yeah.
We just passed the lowers.
We're not going to the lowest. We're going to the Vision. One last night out. You and me.
In that case...
This dude's like a beautiful combination of Jason Momoa and Jay Leno.
What? That's such a weird hybrid.
Fear can be debilitating. Especially on a planet like Arrakis, where everything is constantly trying to kill you. Your troubles are far greater than just Arrakis.
Yeah.
More and more people question if we're too quick to discard the machines. And why only the great houses profit from spies? Has this not been shared with you? I thought the witches knew everything that went on.
This guy's such an interesting actor.
I feel this wedding is wrong.
Then call it off.
And lose control of Arrakis.
Yeah, that's the whole reason why you want to do it.
Without spice, the great houses would feed me to the worm.
Do you believe in forces that extend beyond man and machine?
I don't know what I believe anymore.
It's honest.
I should not be here. That attack should have killed me.
Mm-hmm.
The fear I felt staring down in that abyss. You know what I prayed for then?
What?
The strength to feel nothing.
Did you get it?
Next thing I know, I'm clawing my way out of the sand. My lungs are screaming. And when I took my first breath, I felt reborn. Different. I was no longer afraid. The gods are listening.
Oh.
The gods?
Religion. Faith.
I tell you something. If the gods freed me from this vice of a wedding, consider me a true believer.
Oh, what is he gonna do? Oh my gosh. Is he gonna kill the boy?
Do you think he had like a spiritual transcendental experience and that's it? Or is there something else going on with him?
I'm still not certain.
There's a part of my brain that went, what if the only thing that can catch a machine is a machine? Like, what if he's infused with something?
What are we imbibing?
Oh, hello.
Oh, spice. Oh, hello.
Oh.
Hi there. Hi. Was this on purpose or by accident? Hi. You look so cute.
Want to share? Atreides? Everything okay?
Oh.
We're good.
Yeah. What's the problem? Is he your boyfriend? What?
Are we good?
I don't know what that was about.
Ruh-roh. Yeah. What is this?
I don't know. We'll find out later, maybe.
I thought that they were gonna have a threesome for a hot second.
Why is it always you and threesomes, Achara?
No, because
I'm just joking.
they were giving vibes. Oh, a sexy share. You gotta bring your mouth closer, sir. Okay, maybe not. What kind of club is this?
Well, they're rich. Or she's rich.
That's true.
In 2 days' time, I'll be in another world.
Whoop!
He's basically Sir Kristen.
Oh, yeah. What if he gets her pregnant?
What's wrong? Bad dreams?
Everything's a joke to you. Why are you even here?
She can
Your
see
story
through her
was a
lies.
lie, but there was truth behind it.
Oh, what parts?
I was raised here, in the Sisterhood. The Reverend Mothers, they don't always know who our parents are. And even if they do, they don't tell us.
Don't worry, Doe Eyes. One way or another, our past always finds us.
What are you trying to say?
Well, it is all about history, legacy, lineage, prophecy.
Hey, that's the name of the show.
Oh no.
His storyline it parallels so much with the first movie.
Oh, what? Like with everything kind of falling apart,
Yeah.
and he's just kind of walking towards his own demise.
Yeah, it feels so much like that.
Feels like a heartbeat.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what clue has been left for you? Oh, it's what actually happened on Arrakis.
Oh, the evidence. Oh, the worm. Who dat? Oh, is it the survivor?
Yeah.
Oh, he became part of the...
Yeah, maybe he became part of the religion.
Well, he's certainly wearing the uniform.
Be okay. I promise. I'm here now.
No. Boy.
This dude's always around.
You need to get rid of that thing.
There you are.
Well, that's contraband. Or is he going to form an alliance?
What are you doing out here all alone?
I couldn't sleep. I had a bad dream.
He does not seem like a kind uncle at all.
You want to tell me about it?
Not really, no.
I'd be afraid too. After what happened to your toy.
Yeah, you did it.
Father says we become far too strict about such things. You're a real soldier.
Mm-hmm.
And why are you here? There's no war here.
Not many see it, but I do.
Yeah.
There's a war hidden in plain sight, waged by an enemy that has made themselves indispensable,
Oh, he's against the Sisterhood.
that has come here to do our thinking for us.
But the machine wars ended ages ago.
I know. And that is why it is so troubling that we're being controlled again.
Oh. So he's going to, like, ingratiate himself with the future emperor.
Who left this behind?
Well, I would imagine the guy did.
That is why I've been gifted a great power.
What's your power?
To win a war requires sacrifice.
Oh no, is he gonna kill him?
And yours, it won't be in vain.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, what happened?
What?
With his mind? Dang. Is everyone's room, like, soundproof?
Damn. That was horrific.
Wow. Oh my god. Oh my god. Did he do that to her too?
How? Oh, maybe she had a dream?
Is he that powerful?
Oh no, I don't think Kasha's gonna make it.
No. Any information before you go would be super helpful. Do you know anything, Kasha? Say, I know you're in a lot of pain, but like...
Oh, I think this is part of her vision.
Yeah. What do you see? Does she see it now?
Oh, now she's...
What, the Reverend Mother?
I see, Mother. I see.
I heard, is he mother, is he?
I see, Mother.
Oh, I see mother. Okay, that's what she said.
I think that's what she said. Because
Okay.
remember, Mother Superior was like, you're going to see.
Mhm.
And I think up until now, I wasn't convinced that, you know, she was really seeing, with a capital S. She definitely has the strength and perhaps the vision in a way to carry forward, but there is definitely this feeling of, okay, but do you really know what you should be doing? They've done a really cool job of setting up the premise and the show. Like, I'm very curious. I'm very invested and interested in what's going to happen next. And I'm kind of sad that we're only getting this as like one episode per week, because I really want to know more. It's definitely a setup episode. So they're just kind of letting us know exactly what's going on, what the situation is, but there's not too much more apart from that. There's definitely a lot of question marks, and I think that's a really great place to end it, because now I'm like, no, but I want the questions answered.
I feel like it's a lot of setup. I feel like it's different from the movies, which is fine.
Fine, just fine.
No, it's different from the movies in terms of like the style. This is not a negative. I'm just pointing out what I'm seeing. Okay, because it sounds like a negative, but when you watch The Penguin after watching The Batman, it feels like very close in terms of like The Penguin gets more gritty and violent and it has more profanity, but it still feels very much like part of the same thing. Obviously, this is 10,000 years before the movie, but Dune feels like something that takes place in a galaxy far, far away. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
With things that parallel our own world. Whereas this feels closer to like Game of Thrones and Star Trek, where like it feels kind of close to like the club scene, for instance, and the music and everything. Like it just felt close to like something down the street in West Hollywood. I feel like we could actually see that.
Sure.
And so that was what kind of it's just a different vibe. It's a different feeling. And so I was like, okay, I'm watching and I'm like, okay, who am I rooting for? I don't know yet. That's my feeling.
Well, exactly. Yeah. But I think what's so interesting with the premise of the show is we get a glimpse into the behind the scenes of the Sisterhood, because we can already see in the movies, right, that they are extremely powerful. But to get to see how they got there is really fascinating, because what the scary guy, I don't know his character's name.
Desmond Hart.
What he was saying about, there is a war going on. Someone is here controlling the situation. They've made themselves indispensable. And that's exactly what the Sisterhood has done. They have situated themselves in such a way that they are next to the people who have power, and they're feeding them information, because ultimately it's about the dissemination of truth and lies. Right? And my first thought when being shown the truth sayers is like, yeah, when you believe 100% what someone who says they are a truth sayer is telling you, they actually have so much power over you, because they tell you what you're supposed to think. How do you know if the person who is supposed to be telling you the truth is actually telling you the truth? Because they could be feeding you lies. But they've become so indispensable that I don't think, Mark Strong's character, he would just believe Kasha because they formed such a relationship. And even his wife is distrustful of her because she's like, you used to listen to me and now you listen to her. But that's the whole point. Like, they've placed her there to whisper words into his ear and to make herself indispensable and to pull the strings. And that's exactly what the Sisterhood does and what they will do for millennia to come.
I do definitely feel a parallel to the movie and to Game of Thrones. And I apologize for bringing that up multiple times. It's just that, Game of Thrones, the first show, had he wasn't a king, but he was he was supposed to be like in charge of things, and he was kind of weaker, and he got Ned Stark.
You're talking about Ned Stark?
He got taken out. I forget which episode he was taken out, but it was season 1.
Season 1, end of season 1.
And then House of the Dragon, you had a king who was weak, and then he got taken out, and then the following is the vacuum of power that's left in his place. He wasn't a dictator, and he wasn't
hard.
He wasn't hard. Yeah, exactly. And so
sometimes you need that.
He passed away, and then there was a vacuum left in his place.
Yes.
And here you have Mark Strong's character who is just trying his best to be even-handed on the situation, to move things forward in a successful manner. But he's obviously wavering and uncertain and not sure about like what the move is.
He's being manipulated. That's why.
Well, yeah. I mean, yes. And then with I can't remember the actor's name all of a sudden, but he was in Spider-Man. He was in Dune, the first Dune. He was the king in Dune.
You're talking about the Duke Atreides.
Yes.
Who is played by Oscar Isaac.
Thank you. Yeah. I was thinking Oliver. I'm like, that's not the right name. Oscar Isaac. Thank you. The whole thing is removing the king so that Anyway. I don't know. It just feels similar somehow, and I dig the parallels. I think that's interesting. And you mentioned that Game of Thrones drew a lot of inspiration from Dune.
That's what I heard.
So that actually makes so much sense of like the overtones that I'm seeing here. They kind of tricked me with the kid because of Game of Thrones, I'm setting myself up for like, okay, what's going to happen as we move forward? I thought this kid was going to be a punk like that young guy was in Game of Thrones who ended up becoming a young king. So, Joffrey, thank you. I thought he was going to be like a Joffrey, like straight up, because just how aggressive he was in that moment. And to see him just like, first off, when the robot came out and he got scared and became a little boy for a fleeting moment, and then she had his back, I'm like, oh, that's interesting. And then he goes, thank you. She goes, I will gut you. I'm like, whoa, they got me again. And then they took him out. I'm like, damn, they got me again. Like they tricked me a couple of times in this episode alone with that character.
But it's all about the manipulation, right?
Sure.
Because the Emperor is being played by the Sisterhood. But then this guy, Desmond Hart, comes along, and I don't know exactly what his thing is, but he does seem to be some sort of like born-again religious zealot, perhaps. And
if you ever watch a video on Heaven's Gate people, he's got the same exact look. It's frightening.
Oh.
Like, if you don't know about Heaven's Gate, I can't talk about it on the channel because it's like talking about anything about it will get this video demonetized. But just look it up. It's like they are creepy ass people that. Yep. Okay. Yeah.
So the point being, the Emperor said, well, I would believe in God if there was a way for this wedding to be stopped.
Mm-hmm. And he took that seriously.
And he took it seriously, and he took the boy out because that's the only way, really, that was going to happen. And I knew that was going to be the move if he was truly serious about doing that. And so
he's like, I got you.
He's like,
done.
Say less.
Yes.
I will do this for you.
Yeah.
And so now I feel like perhaps this character is gonna, take a spot on the other side and try and whisper things into the Emperor's ear and make him come towards the other way.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really interesting because you're seeing the players on the board now, and it's like, how is this gonna go?
That actor Travis Fimmel, I've never heard of him, but like he's another one that just like he seems like a combination of people to me.
Yes.
And it's so bizarre because he reminds me of Bronn from Game of Thrones.
Oh, okay.
But combined with Charlie Hunnam.
Yes, I kept thinking he was Charlie Hunnam, and then I was like, no, that's not Charlie Hunnam, but it looks very similar.
But then like a little dash of Tom Hardy. It's just like all three of them combined. Just like, Momoa Leno. It's like everybody's got like this combo. And so the woman I thought was from House of the Dragon, her name is Aof Hins. She was actually in Dairy Girls, apparently.
Okay.
So
yeah, that's not how you pronounce that name, but I don't actually know how you pronounce that name because that's definitely an Irish name.
Yeah. And then, this is just like, this is very, very... this is the infancy of the show, right? Like this is setting up the next 5 episodes. So I'm still getting my groundings, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
My sea legs with what's happening here. Because, I love Dune, but admittedly, there are things that do go over my head. I'm like, okay, this is just cool. I don't know why it's cool, but it's cool. It's that kind of feeling half the time. And I'm just kind of along for the roller coaster, if that makes any sense.
Sure.
And so the Chris Mason or Kieran Atreides,
the sword master.
I was just getting Sir Kristen vibes from him because it's like he's got this job he's supposed to be doing, but he's clearly in love with this girl who's like.
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't know about love. There's definitely an infatuation, a lust going on, but I don't know what his deal is with that girl who's clearly from Arrakis.
I can easily see it ending with him and this princess. It could easily end up just like the end of part 2 of Dune. Where it's like, he's like in love with her, but she's got to go off and do this royal marriage.
Well, not anymore because he's dead.
Yeah, but then you just
have to replace him.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's a replaceable part.
Yeah. I mean, certainly there's going to be fallout in the next several episodes from what just happened here.
Well, yeah, especially because the Sisterhood has been doing the research into the lineage. And so this was supposed to be a union that would like...
The union of all unions.
Well, yeah, it would create more stability for the Corrino family line. And so... You know, now what? It's like your best laid plans have been screwed up. Now what you gonna do, Sisterhood? Figure that one out. Yeah. But I'm really enjoying the dynamic as well between Valya and Tula, the two sisters in the Sisterhood. I think I'm leaning definitely more towards Tula just because I gravitate more towards people who seem to have like more compassion and empathy and who are maybe a little bit softer. But I think it is an interesting dynamic to have the older sister who's like really hard and very certain about her mission and what she needs to do, and to have the younger one who's there, you know, she's there to support her sister, but also is the voice of maybe slight disagreement and giving the other side of the story. And so actually even thinking about, you know, how in the beginning I was like, what is this obsession that they have with the reflections that they keep showing? I was like, oh, maybe it's to do with just the nature of truth. Okay. You know how there's like two sides to every story, or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
When it comes to truth, it's like there's my version of the truth, there's your version, and there's the truth, what's in the middle.
Sure.
You know, but yes, there's two sides to every story. There's two sides to the coin.
To the coin, yeah.
Yeah, it's like duality. Yeah.
Yes, we've been covering so much in Arcane. Sorry.
I'm loving the world that they're building. I think it's really cool. I'm having a difficult time with the fact that I have no one to root for yet. That is my one area of concern, because even with the Penguin, where I was dealing strictly with bad guys, it was like, am I rooting for Penguin? Am I rooting for Sophia? And I enjoyed that process of like, who am I rooting for in this? Here, I'm just like, it feels a little bit like a history lesson in a way, you know, like a cool history lesson that's remarkable and awesome. But I'm just like, okay, I'm not sure like who I'm, you know what I mean? Like even in Dune, immediately I'm like, okay, I want Paul to succeed, even though...
I mean, clearly in Dune, it's set up where it's like the Atreides are the good guys and we want the Atreides to win. Yeah. But so far, it seems like, at least as far as the great houses go and what we see now, it doesn't seem like Atreides is quite up there yet. I mean, our young guy is just a sword master, but who knows where it's going to go. And I completely understand your feeling, but I think...
It just feels like
it's so vast.
Yeah,
like you need to set it out. You need to set up the lore properly and like set up all of the different players in the game. Yeah, and then once that's set up, we can go forward. So hopefully the next episode will, you know, give us more of that.
Oh, I'm sure it will. It's starting kind of fractured. And so there's like a lot of stuff that you have to keep up with. And so if I had to pick one person right now that I'm just, and this is complete and total bias, is just like, I'm hoping Mark Strong doesn't die in the next episode. Because like he strikes me as the kind of character that's going to get dead in the next episode or two. I could be way off, but it's like just because of what happened with Oscar Isaac, I'm like, I feel like he's gonna die. Like, I don't feel like he's gonna make it. Does it feel more modern to you than the films? Because we kind of just brushed past that when I mentioned it.
No, not really. Okay. But I think what's maybe kind of informing that is the music choice. Yeah. And in the film, obviously, they had the Hans Zimmer score, and it was grand ethereal. And majestic and ethereal and just like a character of its own. Whereas here, like you said in the beginning, it's kind of trying to emulate that, but not quite. Yeah. And it doesn't really have that like sense of majesty that Hans Zimmer's score had. Yeah. And so it kind of feels like the music is making it seem like Dune light, which I can forgive because this is a TV show and I understand that, you know, perhaps they don't have the big budget of the movie to kind of pour into
Well,
this.
they spent their money on those openings.
Yeah, I mean, like they spent the money on the visuals, which I think if I were to choose between visuals and the music for this, I would say they made the right choice of going with the visuals.
Well, just even the way it's shot is different. I mean, if you watch Dune, it's a lot of just big shots of just like, whoa.
Because Denis Villeneuve knew that he wanted people to go watch it in IMAX and to watch it in the theaters.
Yeah.
This is made specifically for the small
I understand.
screen.
We have a lot. 80-inch TVs are so much more affordable today than they were 20 years ago.
I know, but what's the reality? How many people, you can sound off in the comments, how many of you watch this on your TV and how many of you watched it on your phone or a tablet?
This is not second screenable enough, okay?
It's true. This is not second screenable. You have to pay attention to this one.
No, I think that even with what you said in mind, I think that you can still approach it the way Denis Villeneuve would he approached Dune. I think you can still approach the show the same way, and because like I said, sorry to compare it again, but like Penguin and Batman feel very like similar. They feel very much like companions.
Sure.
This is its own thing, like you mentioned at the top, and that's a fair way to go. That's a valid direction to take it. I can't help the part of me that goes, oh, but I kind of like the way it did in the movie better, and I wish that they followed that a little bit closer.
Sure.
The moment that I realized, like, this is definitely different, and I wish it was closer to the film, was the scene with the princess and her mom. That whole dialogue and the way it was shot, I'm like, this is so TV.
Yeah.
You know, the performances and everything about that scene was just like, this feels like television right now. And that's fine.
It's fine because it is television.
It is, yeah. It's just that having just come off the Penguin, you know, literally like last week.
Yeah.
Like, okay, you know, I really like this universe, and so my hopes are quite high, and I'm looking forward to seeing where we go from here. And I really hope that by the end of episode 2, I've got a character I'm really rooting for, even if it is only 6 episodes long. I really like what Mark Strong is doing here. It's that difficult, tightrope walk. I believe him. You know, it's like it's very difficult to be heavy lies the crown, right?
Yes.
Yeah. It's like I feel that energy and the complexities of his job. And then not only that, he's dealing with his wife, who seems to be drinking a lot.
What?
She doesn't bite her tongue. She will let you know what's up.
Yeah.
She will tell you exactly how she feels. And I'm basing this off one scene where she was drinking. I'm sorry.
I was like, what?
But she was the only one I saw drinking.
It was a party. What are you supposed to do?
No, she was drinking on the balcony.
Oh, okay.
She was the only one I saw drinking in the whole show. In the beginning of that scene with Mark Strong and her, I pointed out the fact that I didn't know she was upset because I wasn't getting that vibe from her at all. And I don't know how I feel about that. How do you feel about it? Because she's made a remark about something. I forgot exactly what it was. And he goes, honey, I know you're upset with me. I'm like, oh, she is? That completely changed the direction of the scene for me. I'm like, oh, okay, that's what's happening.
I didn't mind that because I took that as she's been upset with him.
Okay,
she's
gotcha.
Been upset with him for a while now.
Okay.
She's been upset with how things are going. She's been upset with how she's been treated.
Okay.
That is just the basis.
She feels powerless.
Yeah, that's the basis of their relationship currently. She feels powerless because her daughter is probably closer to Kasha at this point.
Mm-hmm.
And so she's losing her daughter to the Sisterhood and she feels helpless.
Matter. Yeah.
And like she has no influence at all. And so she's frustrated.
Okay.
That's what I took it as.
That colors my impression of her character and her performances differently now, and I appreciate that. Thank you. My favorite part of that scene was the very end of it, where she's like, remember when you used to listen to me and like things were better? And he's like, I remember this shit differently.
Exactly.
I thought that was such a great and poignant way to end the scene. And then you have the shot of her hand pulling away from his. I'm like, whoa, this is deep drama here.
Yeah.
So
all fascinating stuff.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm happy to watch Mark Strong some more. You guys, thanks so much for hanging out. I'm Jaby Koay. This is
Achara Kirk.
Peace out.